Uh, Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast, which we are yet to be named. You will probably see in the description. My name is Pavan. So I am a Real Madrid fan, and I've been a fan since pretty late, actually. I think 2009 or something. So the reason I've started watching football was Kaka. I watched him play in AC Milan for Brazil, and then when he switched over to Real Madrid, that's when I started following the club, and I've been a fan of the club ever since then. That's it for me. I have Nilesh, one of the biggest Arsenal fan that I know here. Hi, Nilesh.
Hey Vamsi, hey Pavan.
Hi. You
So
can introduce
just
yourself. Yep.
for people who might have got confused that why did I call two different names? His name is Pavan Vamsi. So we have a habit of calling him Vamsi. But anyway, getting into my name is Nilesh, and I've been an Arsenal fan for almost 20 plus years now. Since been following since the double winning season of 2002. Was lucky enough to watch the invincible season in 2003 2004. And The reason why I started following Arsenal was because of my grandfather, and he would have his frequent visits to the United Kingdom. He brought back gifts along with Arsenal. So, and we would watch a lot of games over TV over the weekends, and that's how I got on hooked. And not to forget Thierry Henry, the king of Highbury. And yes, he might have done something very great for Arsenal, but he has ruined a lot of Arsenal fans' lives, because a lot of people got into Arsenal was because of Henry. So that's it about me.
Nilesh,
And
bhai, you are rich actually. Matlab, your grandfather traveled to Europe to watch Arsenal. My grandfather only watched India playing cricket on TV. That is the
no,
maximum we had.
so he would not travel to UK to watch Arsenal. He would travel to UK for business, for work.
Okay, okay.
And he had a few of his friends in Islington
Mm,
would take him to Highbury and tell him that, you know what, over the weekends people in London usually watch Arsenal or
mhm.
have beer.
Right.
So
Mm. Makes
he
sense.
would spend he would spend considerable amount of time in UK. So he had a lot of weekends to kill by. So he would go to those games. And
Nice.
when he came back, he started showing me as well, and I really connected with the game, with the
Hmm.
team, and that's how it started.
That's nice. That's nice. So let's talk about EPL, right? Is Arsenal still on top? Like, should I ask
Yes,
that
we
question?
are still on top, thankfully, and we hope to remain there, because luckily we had a game against Everton and it was called off because of
Yeah.
passing away of the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the last game week against Manchester United, it wasn't a good result, but it was a very good game. The game was there for taking, and we should have won that game.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. But in the long stead, I always feel that the way Arsenal performed in that game, it will benefit them. But the
Mm-hmm.
way Man United played, I am really not sure what's going on there. But again, when push comes to shove, you play counter attack, you play long balls. At the end of
Mm-hmm.
the day, 3 points matter.
True.
Manchester United are what, 3 points behind the league leaders.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they're 12. I think they won 4 games on the bounce.
4 games in a row. Yeah.
Yeah, and
S-
so it's just a matter of win or lose, and they'll be top of the table, and that'll be really hard to see. But
Speaking
that
of
is how it is.
Arsenal and United, right? So, what do you think? Let's talk about Arsenal first. What do you think has changed in Arsenal? Arsenal was not. Did they even finish in top six last season? I don't think so, right?
No, they finished fifth, and
Fifth. Okay.
they were outside the Champions League spots by a
Oh
point
yes. Oh yes.
behind
Yes. Now,
Spurs.
yeah. Now I remember that. Yeah, they almost
Yeah,
got into Champions League. So,
almost got into there.
so
But so the thing with Arsenal was, over the period of time, was that a lot of people at a very latter part of their career in the 29, 30, 31, were on very
Right.
high wages and had a lavish life in London. Most of the players, what I felt was, did not care.
Mhm.
But thankfully to the new coach, at least there is some responsibility, and there's a very young team where the average age of the team has been reduced. There is value instilled in the team, where I sell, let's say, a Gabriel Martinelli
Mhm.
to, let's say, Real Madrid, I would easily get 50 million pound for him at this point of time.
I would love
If
that. He is
if
an
if
outstanding talent.
if Gavi from Barcelona has
Mm,
a 1 billion euro release clause into his
mm,
contract,
mm.
then I'm pretty sure Gabriel Martinelli would easily be, sold for 50 million euros. So that's value generated within the squad.
That's right.
And there is and when the core of the team is young, and they've got enough time to play together, I guess they will really work wonders. I think that was the key behind United's success in 90s and early 2000s, because they had a very English core group
Right.
together.
Mm,
Same thing happened with Barcelona. You saw the Pep team around
right.
2008 to 2012, 2013.
Right.
They had a very core Spanish team. All players, graduated from La Masia, and
Mm,
those players understood the fabric of the club. So
right.
I think I'm really positive about Arsenal. Um,
So you
I really
believe
want
in
to
Arteta?
understand. I trust in Arteta. I trust in the way he handles things. There are a few ifs and buts, but he's learning on the job. It's his first job. We
Right.
can always, give cut in that slack, but
Hmm.
uh, I really like what he's done. I really admire, the amount of effort he has put into, getting the team where it is right now.
Right. So personally, I've been like super impressed with the way Arsenal have been playing. I've watched almost every match this season, all seven. So I've been a fan of Odegaard ever since he was in Real Madrid, and I was
Yeah.
pretty sure he would excel in Arsenal's
Hmm.
team. Although it took some time, I think he is amazing on pitch, and Saka and Martinelli and Jesus is one of the best signings I think Arsenal did, and one
Exactly.
of the what do you say, greatly negotiated signing. And I think he's already doing well. Apart from the last game, I think the rest was one off. I think Arsenal is pretty good, and I'm like super confident that they'll finish in top four this season.
I'll tell you a very interesting fact. He was about to go to Real Madrid
Yeah, yeah,
before coming to Arsenal. The only reason why he could not go to Real Madrid was because his passport was non-EU,
yes.
and thank God. Good luck to us.
I think it did
It,
work
it
out
it would
in a
have been
good
a
way.
crazy front three at Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior, Gabriel Jesus, and Rodrigo. I
Yeah,
mean, mm,
given Benzema is what 34 now, I think it's I mean, I know he's at the top of his game. He's a
he's 34. I thought he's 22.
that's Modric. That's Modric.
Uh,
Modric just started his new career and he's 22. I hope he plays like for another at least 10 years with us.
okay,
He definitely seems to be like he can play for 10 more years.
sticking to EPL, what do you think
Mhm.
about Manchester United's business with the Real Madrid for Casemiro?
I have
I
no
think I think
idea.
what I feel is Real Madrid robbed Manchester United in broad daylight. 70 million euros for a 30-year-old defensive midfielder.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think yeah, Real Madrid is actually doing pretty good business right now. They got some amazing scouting. Let it be the signings that happened over like last couple of years, right? We didn't sign big players apart from Hazard. That was hazardous. Um, Apart from that, I think they did really good business. And the signing, let be Rodrigo, Vinicius. I think and the best thing that Real did last season was to get rid of players who were actually like Bale, Isco, a lot of Deadwood who were not making it to the top 11. So I think Real did an amazing business, and I don't know about Manchester United's strategy of building a team. And I was pretty confident that Casemiro would not be a great addition to Manchester United team, but he's a world class player. Uh, I didn't see him like contribute much yet. I watched a couple of matches where he was subbed. I should wait and see if the team building, or if there will be any more signings which will actually work in their favor. But I think it's still a panic move from Manchester United, where they've been trying to get a player and they didn't, and there's a loss against Brentford. So there was a lot of pressure from the fans. So वो तो होना ही था, मतलब they had to do a big name signing before the window closes to show something that yeah, we are doing like something. But I don't think there's any strategy behind it, or anything. But they are playing well for some reason. I think that loss was required, and that win against Liverpool was crazy. I think Sancho is playing, is developing very silently. He's a world class player. He is developing very silently, and Rashford, for some reason, is getting back into his form, which I never thought he would. Yeah, I mean, Fernandes has always been really good in midfield. I still think he's underrated. Yeah. What do you think about Manchester United? Like, do you think they will do
Just,
anything
just, see. I feel Manchester United will not make it a top four
this season? Yeah, I doubt
this
it too.
season. Yeah, and I feel that they might struggle to make it a top six. But again, that's the inner Arsenal fan talking, not the pragmatic head of mine talking. But with respect to Manchester United, I still feel that okay. Before I let you in, on my thoughts about Manchester United, I just wanted to ask you a question. You just said that Casemiro is a world class player.
Mm,
Having seen some truly, I mean, the greatest of the games,
mm,
greatest of the game play
mm,
for Real Madrid. Be it Zidane or
mm,
be it Bade Bhaiya Cristiano Ronaldo.
mm.
A lot of these players. Do you think Casemiro fits in that bracket? And
Casemiro,
can you
no,
take Casemiro's name in the same breath as Zinedine Zidane or
no, of course not.
Cristiano
Of
Ronaldo?
course not. See, Casemiro, I would totally agree that he's a good player, but he became a world class player because of the people around him. I think Cruz, Modric,
Modric is a world class player.
yeah, and the diamond formation that they used to play under Zidane got the best out of him. But yeah, I would definitely not put him in that level. But I think he's a really good player. Like his commitment to the game. If you ever see, he's always for the team. Although Ramos was the leader, he was the leader when Ramos was not on the pitch. He used to be a lot stand up for the players, and his tackles were really very were crucial for Real Madrid's backline then.
I was watching Manchester United versus Real Sociedad, the Europa League game last week.
Hmm.
The same night, when the Queen passed away.
Hmm.
And trust me, I've never seen a player more
Please.
out of place than Casemiro.
Yeah. To be
I
honest,
think
I feel if Ronaldo starts now, I also see Ronaldo as out of the place right now with
Ronaldo is
United.
such a big distraction for Manchester United.
Oh, are
You
you are
know,
you are you with that opinion that Ronaldo is the problem at United?
yes, yes, he
Hmm.
is a problem wherever he is at this stage of the career,
What do
because
you
I
think
think
is going wrong with Ronaldo starting?
his age,
Hmm.
and the game has moved on. I guess you see any okay, what's the benchmark of football? What people feel that it's the holy grail. It's either Jurgen Klopp's gegenpress, or
Hmm.
it's maybe the Pep Guardiola's all out press, and play those small triangles and tiki taka passes.
Hmm.
I feel Cristiano Ronaldo does not fit in both these systems of football.
That's right. Yeah.
He he's still he's still the kind of person I feel that he will get you goals. He's a
Mm,
very good, goal scorer within the penalty box.
mm,
But the game is not only played within the opposition's penalty box; it's played in the other three-fourth part of the game of the pitch as well, where you have to
mhm,
defend, you have to make tackles, run around. I know that at the age of 37, it's not possible.
mm,
People expect a lot out of him, but I
mm.
think he should also understand that you cannot compete with someone maybe like 19 or 20
Right.
years of age, and
Mm,
at someone at 37,
mm.
however fit you are, you tend to wear out over a period of time. So
Right.
I feel I strongly feel Cristiano Ronaldo is a huge problem at Manchester United. I was
Mm,
hearing to one of the interviews on Sky Sports recently,
mm,
yesterday morning or today morning. It was from there was a German journalist, and one of the journalists asked him that, do you think that Bayern Munich even waited the option of signing Cristiano Ronaldo this summer? And the
mm,
first thing what came out of his mouth was no, because in
mm,
Germany you don't have superstar players. I mean, you
mm,
do have super, like Robert Lewandowski was a superstar, but
mm.
he was not the standout person of the team. Like
Right.
there were other people as well, but
Yeah. Mm,
wherever Cristiano Ronaldo goes, he brings a lot of baggage with him. He brings a lot of he unwanted attention.
mm.
There was a very
Okay.
interesting take as well for Cristiano Ronaldo, where there was a deal being discussed about him moving to Napoli.
Mm.
So Jorge Mendes, the agent, said
Yeah.
to the Napoli director that, you know what, I'll get you 120 million euros
Mm.
and I'll get you Cristiano Ronaldo, and Manchester United will pay for his wages as well. So then the Napoli director was like, yeah, then we can talk.
Mm.
Imagine such
Yeah.
arrogance.
I think I would say I partially agree with you. Because when I feel like when Ronaldo is on the pitch, I feel like it's school football where there's uh, one big player and everybody's trying to pass him and giving the responsibility to him to pass, and you're not getting 100% out of him. But I think he still fits as a 30-minute player who comes on at 60, 65, and then probably get you a goal or something when your actual striker or the forwards are tired and
I,
stuff.
I guess more than me, Ronaldo needs to understand that now that he's become a finisher.
Mm.
If you I mean, like, you are in the US, you must be following American football, right?
I'm not.
uh, not, not
It's
not
called
not
soccer,
not
apparently.
soccer, no, not soccer,
American football. Okay.
the one with
Mm.
they play with hands and they call it
Yeah.
fucking football.
Egghead. Yeah. They
Yeah,
hold an
NFL.
egg. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
um, um, so they have specialist finishers, and
Right.
like लास्ट के 5-10 मिनट में मेरे को गोल चाहिए, पॉइंट चाहिए, जो भी चाहिए, ये
Uh,
फिनिशर को भेजो, ये करके आएगा.
mm,
क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो अब वही है. वो ये बात उसको समझ लेना चाहिए,
yeah.
और वो
I
बहुत
think
खुश रहेगा. वो अभी 4 साल और खेल सकता है अगर वो ये सब बात समझ ले तो.
आराम से.
हाँ, और वो मेरे को लगता है कि जाने से पहले एक चैंपियंस लीग और जीत के जाएगा.
कौन सी टीम के साथ वही इशू है? I thought he
वो
would actually leave United, and I think he might just in January window.
यू नो ही गेट्स पेड 30 मिलियन यूरोज यार. कितने क्लब्स का उतना टर्नओवर भी नहीं होता है.
Uh,
नहीं यार, ये गलत बोल दिया मैंने, लेकिन 30 मिलियन यूरोज कुछ होता है, उसका सैलरी है वो साल भर का.
mm, mm. I think
30 मिलियन.
I don't think any I don't think any big club would actually sign him right now. So I saw a video where a fan calls Florentino Perez and says, "Ki sign Cristiano." So he says, "We already did. Now
Yeah,
he's 37. What do we do with him now?"
yeah.
So I don't think any big club would actually go for him. I think, City would have been, I mean, thinking only from football perspective and not Ronaldo fan perspective, but City would have been a better place for him. Uh, his job was just to finish. I think City kind of dodged there by not signing him.
They dodged a huge bullet, I think.
Yeah,
And I think that's a great segue into talking about the Robo in the Premier League.
I know, right?
Mr. Erling Haaland.
Pep has his lab set up and he is
God, I don't
actually.
know what kind of mutations are they running there. Huh?
I know they drop people in Germany and then sign them back.
I was like crazy. What the fuck is going on? He scored. He's already scored 10 goals,
He broke
and
the
we
Aguero's record.
yeah,
Yeah,
and he's just mad. He's just crazy, and he misses couple of chances. He does not. He's like it's like part and parcel of my game.
I
Like
saw
chance.
him play in Dortmund, and I was not sure whether he would fit right in City or not. I think he just like he was just like a missing piece. Like Aguero left, Jesus was not being picked, and they got Haaland, and he's just outright scoring goals right from the first game. And it's crazy. Like his runs are amazing, and he has like KDB to back him up with those out of the world assists.
Man,
He is just like, I mean, I cannot even think of a
see,
player who is like 50% out of Haaland is right now.
I think, I mean, Kevin De Bruyne gets all the applaudits and praises that people know Kevin De Bruyne is Kevin De Bruyne.
Mm,
But I think there's one player which goes under the radar always for Manchester City,
mm,
maybe two. I think it's Bernardo Silva and Ilkay Gundogan. I
mm,
mean, those two players are actually when the chips are down.
mm,
When the chips are down, you should have seen the game, the last game of the season, last season, where they
right.
won 3-2,
Mm,
and it was all Ilkay Gundogan's show. I mean, I whenever I watch City, I mean, you have your usual people whom most of the people watch. You've got your Haalands and you've got your De Bruyne's.
yeah.
But I always watch Ilkay Gundogan and Bernardo Silva because there's so much to learn about the game from the way they play.
Mm,
You know, just majestic footballers, beautiful. I mean,
I totally agree. Totally agree
yeah,
with that. I was a big fan of Bernardo Silva last year. I haven't watched much this year. I think he played like a little less compared to because of transfer rumors and stuff. He played a little less compared to last season. But yeah, I agree. So City's whole midfield, and they have so many options on the bench. They have Riyad Mahrez, they have Foden, they have like they can literally have one more set of forward and midfielders to play. They have a really good bench.
I think the second team of Manchester City can finish in the top four of the Premier League.
That yeah, I
Yeah,
remember Jose Mourinho was saying that there are like three good teams or four good teams in EPL: Manchester City,
Manchester
Liverpool,
eight, Manchester
Tottenham, and Manchester
B,
B
Manchester
team.
City B
Yeah,
team.
yeah. I would
I
agree with
actually
that.
miss Jose Mourinho in PL
I
in EPL.
know, I know, I know, man.
He's
He
box
is.
office.
Yeah,
He's
I
box
still
office.
watch his press conferences just for the sake of
Yeah,
it.
sake of it.
He's amazing. He's
He's
amazing.
amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
though whenever I mean, I'm talking from an Arsenal perspective. Whenever Arsenal played against Mourinho, I think Mourinho representing even standing on the byline, even if it's Man United, Tottenham, or any other club, just
Mm,
Mourinho standing there would send shivers down the Arsenal team's spine. I think there was always something with Mourinho and Arsenal, and I
mm,
always felt that what Mourinho would always get the better of Arsenal. That's said, and
mm.
that's he's always in their head, and I just want him to come back to Premier League. But
He knew how to play against an attacking team. I remember that
yeah, yeah.
match where United versus Arsenal. I think it was 3-2 last season where Mourinho was the coach at United. Arsenal were out and out trying to score goals, and De Gea was saving them. Uh,
That game was I think it was in 2017,
yeah.
and I remember it because I watched it when I was in Goa,
Uh-huh.
and um, they scored one goal. No, they scored three goals. All the goals were on counter attack, and
Yeah.
Arsenal scored just one goal, but they had some 30 shots on the target,
30 shots on
attempts
target. Yeah.
on goal, and some 15 on target. De Gea saved each one of them. Alexis
Yeah.
Sanchez was playing that day.
Yeah. He did a double save.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
What do you
Okay.
think about Liverpool this season?
Ah. I'm just super angry at Salah and Trent. I mean, they've been my trusted FPL players since 4 years, and they're absolute. I mean, what do you think of that match? Like Liverpool scoring 9 goals and nothing from Salah, like not even an assist. I
I think
woke
I
up. I
was,
didn't watch that match. I woke up. So the matches are super early here, right? I woke up. I saw my phone like, oh, Liverpool 9, and Salah was my
uh,
captain. I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna get at least 30 points.
hmm,
And like he got like 6 or something. Like वो भी double होने के बाद. I was like, क्या
एग्जैक्टली
चल
exactly.
रहा है?
यार उसने
But
ओपन गोल मिस किया था.
Salah ने हाँ.
हाँ.
But I don't know. I think Liverpool is confused. Klopp might actually. I don't think Klopp Klopp will get fired. I've heard all the rumors of after Tuchel going out that Klopp might also go out. But I think they're actually missing Mane.
Hmm.
Because Mane not only used to finish, he used to set up few goals as well. So that I think that is missing, and I think they're injury ridden. So uh, I still think they're gonna finish second, but not. It's gonna be like that season where City finished like super high. I don't remember the numbers, but Liverpool is second. I think this season is gonna be like that. But I still think they are the second best team in uh, EPL.
The only issue what I have with Liverpool right now is that their mid they haven't reinvented their midfield.
In
They're
years.
still, yeah, they're still going with the same combination. Like I know is good. Fabinho is good, but come on, man, James Miller,
Hmm.
he cannot just keep playing every game. I mean, he's an absolute class professional. I mean, I've never seen a player like him.
Hmm.
Just at that age, also going at 110 kilometers per hour. But you need to add some more spark. I don't know. They bought an injured midfielder to fix an injured midfield
Hmm.
from Juventus, Arthur Melo.
Hmm.
They should have signed maybe Jude Bellingham. I don't
Maybe,
know. I
yeah,
think
that might actually been a good signing. But
I
yeah,
think
they need some good signings in the midfield. Whom did they
and the
sign
other
this season?
they
Nunes.
signed yeah,
Nunes.
the Uruguayan Dua Lipa. Uh, and
Yeah.
they signed Luis Diaz, but that was in January.
Mm,
Uh, and the one thing they're missing, what I feel is they are, so if you see the way Arsenal, City play and Liverpool was playing last season,
mm,
so there was always one player from the front three or the front four who starts the press, who
correct.
orchestrates the press. I think Sadio Mane was that for Liverpool.
Mm,
He knew when to press, when not to press. I think Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunez still lack that awareness of when to press and
exactly.
when not to press. And that is where they're being found out. Plus, defensively, they are shambolic. Virgil van Dijk is off his game. Trent Alexander Arnold,
Is
I don't know
gone.
wow, what he's gone. I think he needs a
Robertson
kick up
too.
the arse.
Robertson too. I think they went from being the best to,
I think
I don't know,
Roberts.
subpar this season.
I, I still feel Robertson still does a lot of hard work. He
Mm,
still works hard. He still closes down. But Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think he needs a competition in his spot. They need to get a really good right back, just to
right.
let Trent know that you know what you are on the ropes, boss.
Exactly. I think he is at that place where he's just
Yeah, he's just chill. Like
chill. Yeah. I saw
uh,
him against United's match, I think. Even
it was.
Van
I mean,
Dyke was off and TA was off. I don't know, for some reason they let the goals go.
I think this is another great segue into Champions League.
Hmm.
You saw the Liverpool Napoli game.
I did, yes.
Liverpool got battered 4-1. Oh
I
God.
did. Napoli was
Uh,
outstanding. I couldn't say,
Outstanding.
yeah, they
Uh,
were Liverpool's mistakes, but yeah,
yeah,
few here and there. But I think Napoli was
you should have
outstanding.
seen. So one goal, there were two goals which they conceded because Joe Gomez was just standing. Then
Exactly.
Trent
Hmm.
Alexander-Arnold is just standing.
Just
I
yeah.
mean, Liverpool were horrible, but you should not take anything away from Napoli.
Yeah.
Great, I feel.
They were really good. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we
So
have
what?
anything left in EPL?
No, I think we've discussed every top five. You want to
Okay.
discuss Spurs? No, I don't think so. We should discuss Spurs. Fuck Spurs. Who cares about Spurs?
Yeah, neither do I. Do you think that, okay,
I
give me
want to talk
your
about.
prediction.
I want to just take a moment, maybe 1 minute. I want to talk about Graham Potter.
Okay. I had no idea who he was until I saw that Chelsea signed him, and
So
then I saw
so
he was the one at Brighton who was doing wonders.
so I saw him first when Arsenal were playing Ostersund in a
Mm.
Champions League game. You
Mm.
know, it was way back. It was a cold night in Sweden.
Mm.
Ostersund were a fourth-tier
Okay.
Swedish club.
Mm.
He promoted them to the first tier of Swedish
Gosh.
football. He
Okay.
got them into Champions League.
Mm.
Is Arsenal v Ostersund,
Mm.
and obviously Arsenal won because of the sheer quality of players what they have.
Mm.
He went to Swansea, and since then I've not like closely followed Graham Potter, but yes, I
Mm.
always knew that I like this manager because the kind of football those teams were playing was really
Mm.
um, amazing. And
Mm.
trust me, they were apart from Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, all these top clubs. The other clubs whose games I would religiously watch was Brighton and Leeds.
Right. Mm.
Yeah, like this was these teams you'd enjoy those games.
Yeah.
And though he's gone to Chelsea, the club I'm not a big fan of, but I'm really happy for them. He has you know done his due course. He has worked hard and
Mm.
he's got
For a
rewards.
big
He might
club.
get sacked within 6 months. I don't care, but he's gonna make millions out of it. He's gonna have a happy life after it. Just
Maybe,
happy
yeah.
for him. Yeah.
I think Cucurella was with him in Brighton, right?
Yes.
I think they got reunited there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, final question on EPL. Give me your top four predictions or top six.
Top six. I'll give you top four first. Then I'll give you top six.
Mm.
Obviously. So City, Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea,
Chelsea, no Liverpool in top four.
Liverpool fifth, United
Mm.
sixth.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, because Leicester is fucked.
Leicester is a
West Ham is
terrible.
screwed.
Yeah.
I feel Brighton might make it in top 10.
Mm.
Um, who else do we have? I think Crystal Palace will also make it into top 10. I like the way Patrick Vieira has got his team playing.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Crystal Palace will actually make it into top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
I
So
think yes, City
that's my
is gonna
top
win.
six. What's yours?
I think City is gonna win.
Hmm.
I'll go with Arsenal second. No, actually no. Liverpool second.
Hmm.
Third Arsenal and fourth Chelsea.
Hmm.
Finishing
You
off
don't
with
think Spurs
Spurs.
will make it? You don't
No,
think so,
I
Spurs?
don't think Spurs will make it this season.
I think Antonio Conte will get sacked after the World Cup.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But their play, I don't know. Their game was pretty boring. I watched a few, and apart from the first game, I didn't like the Chelsea's game was actually robbed off. So
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening? But I didn't like much. Not a big fan of Conte's um,
Yeah. Style of playing.
strategy. Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, United, and I think United is still going to be in European fifth and sixth positions,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. Um, okay, let's move on to next segment. Let's discuss about Real Madrid. How do you think last season was?
I think
Want to
last
hear
season was
from you.
amazing.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think Real Madrid's last season was amazing. And the
mm,
reason why it was amazing was because they topped it off with a Champions League win.
mm,
I I remember watching the game in South Goa, sitting on a beach where all
mm.
my friends were getting drunk. I was like, they were like, "Come join us." I'm like, "No, let
Which
me
game
watch
was
this
it?
game."
Like
This is
final?
Real Madrid versus Liverpool. This was final
Okay.
Champions League final,
Okay. Yeah. It's
and they're
fun.
like, "Please come join us." I'm like, "Fuck off! Let me watch the game."
Oh,
And it was a very nerve biting. It was a good
yeah.
encounter. But but the final is a final. But the
Mm,
way Real Madrid played through the entire tournament, the Champions League tournament,
exactly.
I don't follow La Liga very closely because
Mm,
obviously after spending a lot of time with Arsenal and EPL, I
mm,
don't get I don't have
agree.
time.
Agreed. Yeah,
But
yeah.
Champions League, the way they played against PSG, the way they played against City,
Hmm.
and the way they played against Liverpool, Vinicius Junior was one player I would always look out for. Like ball usko do,
Totally, totally,
usko
totally.
ball do. And you've got that one super model midfielder, Kamavinga. I think
Hmm.
he oozes class.
Yeah, he's also
He
one of the best signings that they did last season.
there's one player I really like, Valverde.
Uh,
उसको कहीं भी खिला लो
Gosh,
यार.
he's got like 6 lungs यार उसके पास.
उसको कहीं भी खिला
मतलब
लो यार.
कहीं भी
उसको
खिला लो. मतलब the amount of
मेरे को लगता है वो
dedication
फैन
and
भी बन सकता है
passion.
मैच के बीच में. मैच चलता रहेगा, वो जाके ताली बजा के आ सकता है वो. ये कम ऑन वलवर्डे.
He is playing as a right winger. He's playing as a playmaker in the midfield. He's playing as sometimes he's playing as a right back also. So he's just everywhere. He can run like twice the amount of other players. That's an exaggeration, but still, he is always on the go and he's trying to score a goal. So yesterday, I mean, a couple of days before, he scored from their half to he got a run and he scored directly a goal. Like he is outstanding. I think that's where Madrid did really good scouting and signing and giving players time to develop. Although they had a couple of like Jovic and all who didn't probably fit in the system and didn't work out. But I think last season, I think it was so much driven by the trio Modric, of course, and then in the front with Benzema and Vinicius. I think they took it there. We definitely got lucky in many scenarios for sure. We didn't have the best team. We were not expected to win the Champions League. But I think at every moment, the kind of not giving up attitude that Ancelotti got to the team, I think he's just the Don, like taking the team everywhere. It was City's match was mind blowing. Like just the last minute goal, that not giving up attitude, and Rodrigo, the Brazilian stars, like just taking it like yesterday's match. Benzema was out, and Rodrigo and Vinicius like had it in them. I mean, I think we can actually not having Benzema is definitely a big problem, but they can actually survive for a few months without a proper striker. Right now, they are so good right now.
I agree with you. And the most important part, what uh, Real Madrid have been able to achieve is they've got hold of um, Ancelotti. I
I
think
think
he's the one who's doing all the magic there. I think players respect him, the board respects him, the
right,
president respects him. I
mm,
think the fans love him. I mean, I'm not a
totally,
Real Madrid fan, but I really love
totally,
watching him. And
totally, totally.
when he was standing on the sidelines against you know even in a Merseyside derby, Everton versus Liverpool,
Mm.
he just looked so out of place. I mean, he was like, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे? मैं एवर्टन का मैनेजर हूँ, एवर्टन का. हाँ? हाँ? मैं एवर्टन खरीद सकता हूँ. हाँ? हाँ?
I got the opportunity to watch the like my first Real Madrid match in person here in San Francisco. They came to play the preseason match with Club America. It's a Mexican team.
Hmm.
They were really good. Club America was really good. Madrid was down 2-1. So and there comes Ancelotti again raising his eyebrow on the sidelines.
Hmm.
I was literally watching him and waiting for him to raise his eyebrow, and he did. And you should see the way they switched. The
Hmm.
second half was so good, so good. We got a penalty. Hazard finished it, and it was pretty good. I mean, the change. That's when I've actually watched Kamavinga play, and I think he's definitely huge talent that Madrid need to utilize. He's definitely gonna be really good. Kamavinga, Valverde. I think Asensio is the only guy that I still doubt who's in Real Madrid. But otherwise, the players who are on sheet are like really good.
What do you think about Barcelona?
I don't want to think about Barcelona. This season they might actually give a fight, although despite their finances being in shambles. Um, I think Lewandowski is actually, getting into the system, and he is being a good finisher actually. So this season, actually, I think there might be a decent title fight between Madrid and Barcelona.
I think Lewandowski will be the difference. He'll make the
Yeah,
difference of Barcelona. I
yeah.
think, and I don't know how did they coup the money. I mean, basically, I know how they did it, but
Mm,
they have invested a lot of money in a lot of players.
mm.
Um, just more than uh, I'm just curious to watch what happens with Barcelona if they don't win anything in the next 2 or 3 years.
I
That'll
think,
just
yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, I'm not sure if they'll make past the round of 16 in Champions League. Should see. But I still think biggest loss of Barcelona is Shakira.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they plan to bin Gerard Piqué. They ask him to fuck off. Yeah.
uh, yes.
A- Anyway,
So,
so do
so
we
what
have
do you
anything
think?
to discuss?
Yeah. So one more famous argument that everybody is talking about: Mbappe versus Haaland. How do you think is Mbappe is doing at PSG? I don't
I
want to
think
talk
Mbappe,
about that.
I think Mbappe is being an asshole.
गालियां निकल रही है मुझे तो.
Yeah, I think what he I think it's too early to judge maybe either one's career because you don't know a lot of great players, a lot of players who could have become great,
Hmm.
but lost their way in between, got themselves injured, and they just
Yeah.
lost the spark. Kylian Mbappe is 22, and he's being revered as God.
Hmm.
Haaland is what 21. He's being revered as God. I think people need to hold their horses. You
Yeah.
have to do it consistently for 5, 6, 10 seasons. You need to
Exactly.
win a lot of silverware, and that is when you get to a pedestal, to a level where you are compared to the likes of maybe Henri or Zidane's or your
Hmm.
even Roy Keane. I mean, I'm a
Hmm.
huge fan of Roy Keane.
Hmm.
Even to be even considered as a great player, I think they still have a long way to go. But I
Yeah.
still feel, but my gut feeling is that Haaland will come better. Will do better than
Right.
Mbappe
Yeah. The money
because
talks
in the
that Haaland
long,
is just a finisher and Mbappe is a
yeah,
playmaker as well. But I
yeah.
think,
I think a lot of things are going on in Mbappe's head. I think he should just he's not apart from football. He's got other things to focus as well. I think he should just
mm,
stick to football and maybe find a club which is not as chaotic as PSG. Maybe or maybe just you know इट्स लाइक वो एक क्लास का टॉपर बच्चा होता है ना जिसके साथ
हाँ,
दो तीन शैतान बच्चे मिल जाते हैं तो वो टॉपर बच्चा भी खराब बन जाता है उसके साथ
हाँ,
वही हुआ है he got in company of Lionel Messi and Neymar, and those people have already established their careers.
yeah,
They've already won Champions Leagues and whatnot,
mm,
and he's just dreaming of it. So I think he needs to make some really good calls. He needs to, be a little bit more mature about the way he handles his career. I feel.
mm. I think so too. He has been outstanding, no doubt about it. But
No questions about the,
the
the
whole,
footballer, the
yeah,
footballer Kylian Mbappe. I'm talking about the person Kylian Mbappe.
yeah,
No questions. Yeah.
makes sense. Who do you think is gonna win Ballon d'Or? Yeah, any doubts?
Uh,
You're thinking
who are the nominees? I mean, I don't
there are
even
many
know.
nominees like
Who are the strong contenders?
Benzema.
Oh, Benzema. Really? Then he
Yeah,
should win.
yeah. Like I think
Who?
hands down, I think Benzema should win.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't
I
remember. Like there's
I'm not
Salah.
following Ballon d'Or. I mean, Salah will not get it. Salah didn't win. He won
He
jack
didn't
shit
win
last year.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, he won some two domestic trophies. They were fuckers. They were talking about quadruples.
Yeah.
चैंपियंस लीग भी जीतेंगे प्रीमियर लीग भी जीतेंगे दो टेन पॉट कप भी जीतेंगे चार
Mm.
ट्रॉफी लेके जाएंगे कुछ नहीं हुआ
I remember his tweet Champions League se pehle that there is a score to settle.
या
Um,
इट वाज 1-0
it's when Ramos just took him down the last time we met him final.
या
Just it was such a pain to watch Ramos and Messi together, sir. Just like I didn't expect, कभी सोचा नहीं था कि Messi और Ramos ऐसे हंसते हुए एक ड्रेसिंग रूम में बैठेंगे. It was so weird.
What do you think? Do you think they get along well? I feel they get along well.
I think so. Yeah, I mean,
I think
they're
after an
professionals.
age, a
Exactly.
stage,
Hmm.
you don't give a fuck about animosity. Both of you know
Exactly.
that कि बहुत पैसे हैं एक दूसरे के पास,
हाँ, तो
and
अभी chill ही है.
we can rub off each other and still make more money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. But I miss that aggressive gunda or like leader at Real Madrid. Matlab, no player of the other team would dare to mess with anyone in the playing 11
वो
when there's
वो लेके आओ ना
Ramos.
वो लेके आओ ना पेपे.
अरे यार,
वो पागल प्लेयर
वो
था
तो
यार. मैं उसके
वो
कुछ
तो
दिन पहले
मार
वीडियोस
देता.
देख रहा था.
वो
लाते मारता है वो
वो
तो.
मारता था यार. मतलब वो अलग लेवल था. ही वाज वो लिटरली प्लेयर को नीचे बिठा के मारने लग जाता था यार वो. Yes, that. And great. I have like, okay, game weeks. Who is playing whom next week?
So most of the games in Premier League are going ahead. I think 7 out
The
of the 10 games are
Yeah, the
going ahead.
London games are cancelled.
No. So Chelsea Liverpool is cancelled.
Mhm.
Brentford, no, sorry, Brighton Crystal Palace is cancelled. Leeds
Yeah.
Man United is cancelled.
Oh, okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah,
These are the games that are going ahead
yeah.
this week. I think Queen's death has actually messed up with FPL as well. I think it might actually have to do um wild card. But yeah,
What do you
these are the
think?
going.
Aston Villa Southampton. What do you think? Who'll win?
Uh, I, I think Aston Villa is not that good this season
I think
compared
it's a
to last
draw.
one.
It's a draw match.
Yeah,
1-1,
maybe
2-2, 0-0.
mm, maybe Southampton because I think they still have that. They were actually playing well. I thought so, but Forest
I
Fulham.
think
I think Fulham is gonna.
Fulham will win.
Mitrovic is surprisingly, although he
Yeah,
missed a penalty, but I think they're still really good. And Pereira is actually good.
yeah.
City Wolves. I think City is gonna score
No,
again, like
I
four
no
five
no. This
goals.
is going to be a dodgy game. See,
Wolves are
there.
not good this season, right?
No.
But
So City has got couple of uh, bogey teams. They always get undone. One is
okay.
Crystal Palace. Second is
Mm,
Wolves.
okay.
They always find it difficult against these two teams. So I
Mm-hmm.
think this is going to be a draw match. Or
Mm,
City might win it, but maybe like a last minute winner or something like that.
okay. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, it might be like Wolves might get robbed because of a stupid VR decision.
uh,
Newcastle is going to win the next game.
yeah, Newcastle is gonna just kick Bournemouth out.
Yeah.
Um, Bournemouth was so
Just,
bad. Like, what's wrong
just,
with the defense?
just for Brendan Rodgers, I want Leicester to win. I love Brendan Rodgers just for this match
uh,
week. I want him to win. I'm a Leicester
uh,
fan.
I think Spurs are gonna win this because I think Leicester have been like terrible until now.
They have been, but
हो सकता है.
you have to turn your
Some
form at some
revival.
point of time. Yeah,
United की तरह. Okay.
yeah.
Brentford Arsenal.
Very tough to say. I don't know. Last season, this match went very bad for us.
Both are really good attacking teams. Actually, Brentford attack is also really good. So
I still feel Arsenal 1-0.
okay.
1-0 to the Arsenal. Everton,
Everton
West
West.
Ham. I feel West Ham haven't won a single game this season yet.
Yeah. I'd also actually go with
I think
Everton.
this will be a draw.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
So how many? 4 plus 3, 7. 7 games.
7 games, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Brentford were really good last week. Five goals, Brighton. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to look at this? United, Rashford 2, Anthony 1. Oh, what do you think about Anthony's signing, sir?
Anthony. Who is he? You should just put him in some dustbin.
He was
Not a huge fan. I don't know.
He was
See,
crying
okay.
to come to United.
Objectively, if I look at it, he might be a good player, but he's very left left-sided oriented. His body is always leaning. I think when he walks, his
Mm,
shoulder he leans towards left.
mm,
Uh, he's a very unidimensional player.
mm,
Uh, he might know Ten Hag's system, in and out, but I still feel that um, Premier League is has got different demands as compared to
agreed.
your Dutch league. But let's see.
Mm.
I think the
But
jury is still out on Anthony.
Bournemouth won last week. I have no idea. Like,
Oh, this is a crazy game.
I
This
didn't
was a
watch this.
crazy game.
Mm.
You should you watch the
Like,
highlights.
okay, I will. Yeah, I think the Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest are actually fighting to be who's gonna get relegated first.
I I'm yeah, exactly correct.
Chelsea. I think this is good. Yep. So just one more segment, and then we'll see some memes that I've gathered for last week's schedule. Just
Wow.
bookmarked some Twitter memes. Okay, what's wrong with my internet? Yeah. Like, does Liverpool have
I
more
think
points now?
this was last week,
Yeah, last
last
week.
to
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
last week when we decided first that we'll record the podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this one is bad.
This one.
The dog one, the Arsenal one.
I mean, Arsenal is definitely, I mean, I know they played well, but um, let's see. This is
Yeah,
the
I
best.
mean the first 11 of Arsenal is very good.
Yeah,
I mean, like
exactly.
first 11, 12, 13 players. After
Mm,
that, the quality dips, and that is where the difference lies, I feel.
makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, once you start playing the European football, right? That's when it now World Cup is also coming into play. So that's when it
Yeah.
takes a toll on the players.
Yep.
That's when I think Arsenal might drop a bit, but otherwise, I still think they're decent enough to stay in top four.
Yep.
Captain and boss, UEFA awards, Benzema and
Yes.
Ancelotti. That's pretty
And
good.
this meme is good.
This one.
Your son of a bitch. I mean, yeah.
he's just I mean every shot of his I feel like it's just jai raha hai. Matlab, I remember one goal in which there were like two people marking him, running behind him, like he just outruns them and just simply scores a goal. I think I thought it would hit the keeper or something, but it just went straight in.
And he got so
Pretty
much power behind his shots.
Oh, a lot. I mean, just scary to
Crazy.
watch sometimes. Yes.
Yeah.
You should watch this. I love this.
This is a good meme.
I love this so much. 9 goals and no Salah assist or
Yeah, we
or a
were all
goal.
hoping that he might give us some points in FPL, but
I know.
mm,
This is a pretty bad weeks.
no.
Yep. Okay, let's finish off with our league. Where are we? Where is this? Wale? Where are you? Oh, there you go.
Sixth
Mighty
position.
winner. 338. You were actually you had like pretty good game weeks.
Yeah, previously.
Yeah, like I saw you had like 60. Yeah, this one and I think this one, yeah. Pretty decent. Oh, you
But
had
let's see.
like on bench
Oh
McAllister.
God, I was like hitting myself. Then
Uh,
I bought McAllister in for the next game week, and he gave me what 12 points.
yeah. I think it now look at my team. I think nobody's playing like I need to do what okay, yeah. I think yeah.
So Brighton is not playing because so McAllister and Gross one will not play.
Yeah.
Uh,
Everybody will not play except Haaland, Jesus Mitrovic, and Cancelo and Martinelli.
no, Fulham is playing. No,
Yeah, Fulham is playing Mitrovic. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. These guys. Yeah.
Mm. It's pretty. I think I'm gonna do a wild card.
I think what you need to do is you bring all these players on the bench, right?
Mm.
Make them play.
Still, I don't think it'll be like I need to get rid of Salah, sir. He's
Uh,
13.5. It's too much for him right now.
I think I'm going to sell Salah. I'll buy
Yeah.
Haaland instead.
You don't have Haaland?
I don't have Haaland.
Dude, that must have costed you something.
Yeah, it
Like
has cost
there
me
were
so many
like
things.
I had pretty bad game weeks, but Haaland
Yeah.
did haul like 17 where I didn't captain him. This is like
No,
the worst game week ever I had.
I'm
54.
gonna buy Salah. Sorry, Haaland. I'm gonna sell Salah and buy
Haaland is a
Haaland.
must have. If
Yeah,
even if he's getting subbed on like even if he's playing for 30 minutes, I think Haaland is gonna give you a goal.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
just it's just like last season where we need to um have Salah. I think this season you need to have Haaland.
Yep.
Haaland and Martinelli are my fixed players for this season.
Uh,
Yep. Is there anything that you want to discuss? I think we got a decent
I think
recording.
we've discussed enough. We just waiting for tonight's Champions League game. I
Yes.
think Liverpool is playing Ajax and Real Madrid's games tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Liverpool is playing Ajax and look who's playing. Barcelona is playing Bayern.
Bayern Munich. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I really want to watch that game. I think it's starting in like 1.5 hour, 1 hour for
Exactly.
me. Yeah.
So I think with the next podcast, but when we record, we've got enough of Champions League
Yes, Champions
uh,
League discussion.
to
Pretty good
discuss.
games actually. Martial versus Frankfurt.
Yeah, Marseille is playing for Frankfurt. Yes.
Inter is playing. Oh, nice game actually. Yep. Okay, then let's wrap it up. Thank you for taking
Yep.
time. We should probably do it uh again.
Again.
Yeah,
Yep.
sounds good.
चलो.
चलो
Bye
एक
bye.
सेकंड बाय मैं बंद करता हूँ रिकॉर्डिंग कैसे बंद करते हैं